welcome to the Fantasy Football Hour with your boy, the Crooked Commish. And boy, I cannot wait because that football is less than 24 hours away, ready to kick off the damn season. We've been talking about it for weeks now, and it's finally here. Like I said, we are that close. We're ready to bust down that damn door and can't wait to kick off the fantasy season. We got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Micah Parsons less Dallas Cowboys here. So it'd be interesting to see how the Cowboys defense looks without one of their best players and the best linebackers in the game right now. So unfortunately, he did find a new home in Green Bay, which isn't going to help our Bears too much at all, but it is what it is. We definitely have plenty of time to prepare for him. It just sucks that we are going to have to see him on every 2 years or 2 times every year, so, but I heard he could be damaged goods. So maybe if you're in a sleeper league with the individual defensive players, Parsons is someone you may want to get rid of now before he starts showing the effects of his injury there. So it's better to sell high, at least maybe wait until he has a good game or two, and then maybe sell him. Unless you're a true believer and think he's going to be like the next coming of Reggie White for the Green Bay Cheeseheads. So anything's possible. Like I said, great player, but obviously I'm hoping for the latter than for him to have, 8 straight Pro Bowl seasons. But anyways, we got my co-host, the Mouse from the Bay, is in the building. We just got done doing our Chicago Clubhouse fantasy football draft over the weekend. So some of the guys may be joining us a little later, possibly Frank the Tank and Mr. Chicago jumping in here, talking about how their drafts went, and we'll see how much they like their teams. So if you guys have done your draft, let us know what kind of team you got. We'd love to check it out. If you guys are have any start-sit dilemmas, like maybe the Mouth and I do, let us know. We'd love to help you guys out as well. So, but if not, like I said, just want to brag about your team, go ahead and post them. We'll look them over and give you our draft grades. So, but let's go ahead and get the show kicked off and hit the intro.
Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hack, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, spin the up score for the record. Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hack, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, spin the up score for the record. Introducing first, he the Crooked Commish, making sure it's understood that he him. Next up, he the Mouth from the Bay, dynamic duo. Hit you with an ounce of that game, they make you bow face and salute the truth. Curve all the blase, blind the whoop-de-whoop. On the path to the bag, got that money and the power. They gon' ball every fantasy football hour. Got them sour, these hacks can't hack it. Meanwhile, they on point like a cactus. Want smoke and get smoked like some cat piss. If you can't be good, damn it, be good at it. Ay, Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hack, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, spin the up score for the record. Chicago Clubhouse Network. Crash out, this a crash course, no lecture. Lay hack, keep a signal caller under pressure. Check the stats, spin the up score for the record.
And just like football, we are back. It's always good to be back in the clubhouse, man, especially when we're talking fantasy football, and I get to chop it up with my boy, the Mouth from the Bay. Like I said, we just got done doing a draft over the weekend. I'm sure most of you at the very least have done your drafts. If not, you're probably getting them done today because considering kickoffs tomorrow. So if not, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. So, but if you haven't, like I said, put it in the chat. If you need some draft advice, we're still here to offer that for those few that still have not drafted their teams. But I'm sure it's very rare out there. I'm sure the majority of you, like I said, got your squad, got your team name ready to go. And like I said, are eager, just like the Mouth and I, to go ahead and get the season kicked off and start this fantasy championship and get us another ring, maybe 2, maybe get the belt back. So let me go ahead and get my boy in here. Like I said, he is the loudest mouth in fantasy football and one of the loudest mouth in the clubhouse. And you'll hear him from bay to bay. That's why we call him the mouth from the bay.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Hello, man. Good to be back. Good to be in the house. It's about time, man. Like you said, less than 24 hours. Woo! There was a long weekend drafting, man. I had like 2 live drafts. The Chicago Clubhouse draft on Sunday. Like there was just a lot of information getting processed over a weekend, man. that was definitely this is what I call the happiest. It's the greatest time of the year for us, or for me anyway. It's like Christmas in August, man. Fucking love it.
The most wonderful time of the
year. It really is. Yeah, it really is. I mean, and I don't know. A lot of people do, drafts on ESPN or Sleeper or do whatever, but there's just nothing like doing live draft with your people. I mean, it's just fun. Like that's just one thing. Like we got a guy who, and one of them, Mitch, he's a little fire breather auctioneer. He literally did his auctioneer thing at one of the guys and totally throw him off kilt and just had him drafting just a defense and out of nowhere, it's like he couldn't know what to do. He just it's like, I'll just take whoever, forget it, whatever. It was like one of those things you can't do online. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like over there just getting in people's heads, like, across the table from everybody and just seeing someone draft someone that's already been picked up, or see someone that is like a homer for a Cowboy team or whatever, pick up a second wide receiver that they already got, CD, but I'm gonna go pick George Pickens. We're like, yeah, you should. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do it. And it's the best. It's the best thing ever. You can't do that online.
No, you can't. I mean, online you kind of have that cheat sheet there. Shows you all the players that are still available, and you can even break it down by position and whatnot. So, and then they have all the stats right there for you. So,
it's like I've always said it's like. Yeah, it's always like drafting for dummies sometimes. Because you get that auto draft too. They just pick their next best available player. So we've been doing live drafts for damn near 10 plus years now, over a good solid decade of just doing, live drafts, and it's one of those things like I could never not do one again. I mean? It's crazy that it took so long to start doing them. Now I couldn't just not do them again.
Yourself not doing it now.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Well, we'll definitely talk about your team and get into it as well. But let's go ahead and bring in our third guest of the night. Not really a guest, he's a staple in the clubhouse, but you mostly see him on the Tuesday night show with Frank the Tank, JB, and Edge, aka Foulmouth. But I guess now Edge is his new name. I don't know if Lita's with him, but what do you call it? We will bring in, like I said, he is part of the Chicago Clubhouse Fantasy League as well. So he was with us on Sunday, and we'll get into his team and see how confident he is that he'll be able to take that belt away from Frank the Tank. But let's get our boy in here, Mr. Chicago.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Anxious and ready to go.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm feeling real optimistic about my team, man. So funny enough, I actually had 5 fantasy drafts in 2 days. So I was multitasking. So I was actually in Chicago during our draft here with Chicago Clubhouse draft, and then once I got back to Atlanta I actually had 2 other drafts. So I was using my tablet for one draft and using my phone for another. And I've done that for the past 2 days. So listen, I try to make sure this year that my teams be consistent with the number of guys or the guys rather that I pick. Now, in some cases, there was a few little hiccups. I'm just like, man, but you all know how it is when it comes to fantasy. When you have an idea about a particular player you want to get, somebody maliciously intended to get that damn player on purpose just to piss you off. And so
I always get snipe. I always get that one pick snipe. I always get that one pick of any snipage.
I swear, man, it never fails. It's like, oh, you just messed up my damn team. I need that one player to really just take it over the top. But I was able to find an alternative to that counter. So I'm feeling real good about my teams, man. Like I said, I try to keep it very consistent with all the players that I did get. It's a few of them that was different here and there, but for the most part, yeah, I got some pretty solid teams out there.
So Keith in the chat here is another guy that is in the fantasy football league as well. I think he said Taylor and Montgomery are both risky picks, Mr. Chicago. So he's questioning your team. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is a stud.
Listen, Jonathan Taylor is a damn stud. And listen, we just saw Monty and Jahmyr Gibbs both had 1,000 yards and over 10 touchdowns in the same damn season on the same team. Don't tell me Monty is a damn
different offensive coordinator.
Safety pick. It was, but they're still talented backs. So I'm going to go off, the success that Monty has had since he left us and went to Detroit. He's been a damn good running back for them ever since then. So I'm definitely and because he's not carrying a full load, that makes it all the more better for him to be, out there with fresh legs running, side with Gibbs. So I'm definitely hopeful about it. Jonathan Taylor,
I'm interested to see how that Ragnow retiring changes the dynamic of Detroit's offensive line.
That's
a big one. Yeah. That's because they did like that double head monster was something nasty, but using that big time Hall of Fame type center right in the middle of that line, I'm definitely interested to see how that line gets revamped and gets reused.
Yeah, that line's going to take a hit either in the pass game or the run game because he's not out there anymore. Obviously, it's going to be probably as big of a hit as losing Ben Johnson, right? So because that's a Pro Bowl center you're talking about. But we'll see how they look though. Oh yeah.
Well, that's a good thing about week 1 here going into the season. Pretty much everybody's feeling good about their damn team. Everyone feels like, you know what I mean? Like
everybody
like that 32 GMs, everybody's winning the Super Bowl. All 32 GMs is thinking they win the Super Bowl right now. The same as us. About 10 million GMs out there saying we're all going to take that shit home right now. And in the first 4 weeks, everybody's going to be like, damn it, my team sucks.
Yep.
Like
by week 3, you'll be seeing trades get out there every so often. Everybody be throwing out trades. Like, you know what? He ain't done shit in 3 weeks already. I'm tired of him already. See? That's not a good strategy to use, though. Yeah.
When I try to be modest about my team too, and look it over and look for weaknesses, I'm like, I guess my kicker isn't that good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I could have had a better defense. I could have picked a better defense. That's about it.
Right.
The fourth running back on my bench. Whatever. But
right.
Now, funny enough, so in 2 of my leagues, we actually have to pick defensive players too, and that's going to be that's a harder league to be in because the most notable guys going to get picked up first: the Myles Garrett, T.J. Watts, Micah Parsons. Like those guys get picked up, but then when you think about those secondary players, you got to pick guys going to get for sure tackles and interceptions out there. And
no shutdowns. You don't want no shutdown corners. You want no shutdown corners because you want some action. You want them to get the ball thrown away so they can get some, pass defenses or get some interceptions or something like that. Because if you get, you get the top 2 or 3 cornerbacks out there, they get like 1 or 2 targets a game, you get no points. So it sucks, man.
You get nothing. But and the hardest part about it is that with those defensive players, you got to just know exactly when to go after them in which round because too soon you already missed out on another opportunity to get a big time offensive player to get you bigger points and more points versus too late. Now the pickings is real slim, and now you got to start picking through the weeds of like second and third string players who you hope going to actually get some playing time. So
It's almost like playing two leagues at the same time. It's almost playing two leagues at the same time, like the offense and the defensive league. It really is. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
one of the leagues, you got one defensive player, and then you pick a defense. So yeah, it's
wow.
Yeah. So I pick TJ Edwards as my linebacker. Linebackers more times than not get the most points when it comes to defensive players. So you talk about 11, 12 tackles a game. Oh yeah, he gonna get you at least about 10 points out of that. So it's definitely gonna come in handy for sure.
Yeah, you could have been good with like someone like Roshan or Patrick Queen as well.
Yeah.
That just tackling, like you said. Yeah. But real quick, Keith in there, he says he's already thinking trade. He's like, I need a running back. Let's make a trade.
He's talking about my running back. Thinking I'm going to make a trade to him. See, he's talking
trying to take GT off your hands right now.
Bro, he's trying to smooth you over, bro. He's like,
that he was.
I like that. They weren't that good anyway. They weren't that good. You don't need them. Just pass them over here. It's cool. I'll take that trash off your hands.
Trade them to me.
I'm doing you a favor right now. I'm doing you a favor by taking JT off your hands. Yeah, I like that.
So one of my leagues, I actually looked up and got Joe Burrow and Derrick Henry. It's my first two picks. I said, man, I'm about to eat this damn season, man, for sure.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I like that. Very nice.
It's always good when you can, would you say Joe Burrow and who?
Derrick Henry. So, so most consistently, I got Joe Burrow and Jonathan Taylor as my first two picks. But in this one league, I ended up getting Derrick Henry. Somebody had just taken Jonathan Taylor. So Derrick Henry was right there. I was like, oh, man, this is perfect there. Because those two guys, they get some of the highest fantasy points throughout the damn season. So, I'm definitely lucky. And I had Mike Evans as one of my receiver one, who's one of the most consistent receivers out there. So I know I'm going to get 12 to 15 points almost every game with him.
Yeah. Tampa Bay's receiving course is pretty thin right now, too. So, I mean, McMillan got hurt. So, like, that's one right there that's, with this. Basically, he's got a rookie and Evans out there, which I think the rookie's going to ball out of his mind this year. But Mike Evans, like you said, that's a sure frame Hall of Famer right there. You're shipping for like 10 touchdowns and 1,200 yards and damn near 100 catches. So,
man,
he's definitely Mr. Consistent.
He is. Right there.
Yeah, like those guys are definitely on the older end there if you're doing a dynasty league, not ones that you would necessarily be the first guys that you're getting. But I'm fascinated with Derrick Henry because as old as he is, Father Time's undefeated. So, and he's got a lot of miles on those. A lot of miles,
but he has a great. Listen, that offensive line does wonders for him when those big ass holes and gaps that they open up for him, and then he just takes it the rest of the way with just mulling you over and stiff arming you. His stiff arm is so disrespectful. Yeah. We'll have to find out. Yeah, you can't disrespect me. I got my wife and kids out here at the game watching me play. You can't just stiff arm me like that, man.
So I was gonna say he's got a lot of miles, but he's one of those cars that was very well maintenance throughout its whole life.
Very much. I mean, you think about it, though. Think about that.
Change on time. It got everything taken care of on time. So.
One of those real nice Chevy, one of them old school Chevys. American cars typically enough don't cost that much for maintenance, and so but the maintenance is quality too. So Chevrolet cars can always be top tier, and he's definitely like one of those. He's
one of those guys you got to think about. Like how many guys were tackling were linemen and linebackers were tackling. He's getting tackled by a lot of cornerbacks and safeties because he breaks a lot into the second, third level. So I mean, he's playing a lot of football, but he's got hit by a lot of little guys that shoestring to tackle him or gang tackle him or stuff like that. So he isn't one of those running backs or who takes like big shots at the line. You know what I mean? He's getting just leveled up or just running straight into a wall. He's someone that's getting through that first line and getting tackled by linebackers, safeties, and definitely a lot of cornerbacks. A lot of quarterbacks made a lot of freaking business decisions in their lives, getting the hell out of the way of that stiff arm, like he said. So he's someone that he might be a little bit older, but he's someone that he hasn't taken a lot of punishment. Even with someone like a kind of bruising running style that he has, as a big man. Yeah, he's someone that got tackled by a lot of safeties. So he might actually be a lot more fresher than you think.
Listen, think about this. So last year was the first time in NFL history we saw 2 running backs rush for over 2,000 yards in the same season. Not to mention the very quarterback that Derrick Henry plays with was also having an MVP year. It could have surely won MVP for the 3rd time with the numbers that he put up. So that's the thing about the Ravens offense is that you don't know from one down to the next if Lamar going to take off and running on you or if Derrick going to take off and running on you, because they've had big runs in the same games consistently over the past last season especially. So like that's what's fun about watching offenses that's so dynamic like that you just don't know what way you're going to get hit, but just know the hit's coming.
You're going to get hit. You're going to get hit.
But Keith's got a good point. It doesn't matter that line and defense. Sweating Jackson helps Derrick Henry a lot. Takes focus off. So, and that's kind of what you were saying there, Mr. Chicago. And hey, the proof's in the pudding there, because one of his runs is on our intro video there as we end it, and him making like a 60-yard run. So it's like that probably won somebody's fantasy for the week there. You know,
I mean, that's crazy. Got 2 home run hitters right there in the back, in the backfield. You know what I mean? You got 2 home run hitters. Like, I'll take it to the house no matter where they're at on the field. That's just.
Yeah, no, I'll take Baltimore's rushing game.
Yeah.
I'll take all the rushing touchdowns. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
So
all day, man.
So, Mouth, in our Chicago league, who was some of the players that you liked, or maybe was there anybody that you were hoping for that got sniped? Because it happens to the best of us. It happens to everybody where some round someone's coming around, you're like thinking that he's going to get there, and then a pick or 2 later just doesn't.
I think it was like the one that stuck out the most is I'll try and get that. We were just talking about him, that Bill McCloskey over there from Commanders, and he was right before me. I got sniped right before me, just like Chicago's always talking about. Like, I had that pick right there, and I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna put me right there with my running backs. I'm gonna feel nice. And then all of a sudden, right before me, got sniped, and I'm like, all right, I had to go defense. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, son of a bitch, because I did not have him. And at that point, things was getting kind of slim, because we had 16 teams already, and it was already close to like, I want to say 9 or 10 or somewhere around there. And I was like, all right, this is going to be nice. It's a nice pick right now. Somehow he's still on the board. And then boom, stepped right on his, stubbed my toe, and I was pissed. I was like, well, I better go get a defense then. So it was one of those.
Is when you think you're onto someone that's under the radar, you're like, no one should really be thinking about this guy in this round. And then when somebody does it, you're just like, son of a fucking bitch. Like, who's looking at my notes? Who's looking at my notes?
Yeah. I was like, I had to look over my shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's looking at my phone. This motherfucker to see what I was picking. I'm
always like selecting those preferred players, and like soon as I started seeing that number drop, I'm like, God damn it! I knew I was. Player.
As I have people in the queue. All of a sudden, my queue starts disappearing. I'm like, all right, this is some bullshit. I was like,
Well, I have to say, with my team, one of the guys that I'm sure I reached on, but being in, like I said, 16 team league there, and I still had not been able to get me a Chicago guy. So I was a little desperate at that point. So I reached a little bit and got Colston Loveland as my tight end. So it was
that
one of those where it's like
Colston Loveland, man. Oh man, that's my.
Well, I was looking at it. It's like he's kind of far down on that list, but he ain't making it back around that whole damn time. So I was
hell no, he wouldn't. Not at all.
We had a lot of auto drafts in that one too. So there's a lot of players that would have got left, got picked up. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things too. You had to look at like, you had to look at like how many people are ahead of who you had in mind, because you're like, these next 2 or 3 people might go ping, 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 ping real quick. And I'm like, damn it, now you better have had B, C, D, E, and F, because like, everybody you thought you had in your head, it was like they were not going to be there, especially with 16 teams and people just picking, computer picking for some people.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so for me, there were 2 players. Like, obviously, what Crook you just said, Colston Loveland was one. I was lucky enough to get Cal Manunga. So, you know what? I'm going to see what the kids got, man. I think he's going to be a real solid, like, third down back who's going to be getting a lot of those rushes in the red zone, possibly get some touchdowns for me. I don't think he's going to get a lot of touches in open field, like midfield and stuff like that. So, But I do think he's definitely going to be coming in handy more times than not. But James Cook was the main person I wanted to have team up with Jonathan Taylor. That would have been a two-headed monster that was unlike no other. Now, Cook had a damn good season last year. I mean, obviously, I'm happy with Monty, but Cook would have been a better back to choose besides Monty, because like Cook is an all-purpose back. He gets a lot of passes out of the backfield from Josh Allen, and he made people miss all the time with how shifty he runs. So those were like, oh man, just missed that damn player, man. But you know what I did do as far as defense? I said, nope, y'all won't get me this damn time. I picked the Philadelphia Eagles defense, knowing good and damn well how good they're gonna be this year. So yeah, I know a lot of people are pissed about that.
So speaking of defenses, I got to say something about the defense I got. But Keith, real quick, had the same experience here. He was going for George Pickens and got picked right before him, and he ended up going with Chris Olave. So not terrible, but
I mean, when he's healthy, but then you also got to think about who's throwing to him. Who's throwing to him, and are they going to throw him into a crowd? And who's going to throw him into a crowd, and who's going to get a concussion? That guy has been dynamic when he's on the field, but it's not even like a torn knee or bad back or something like that. Like that's the bad one. He's been too many times knocked upside the head, and NFL will not play with you. NFL will shoot you down for 4 or 5 weeks. So I mean,
yeah. Who the hell is the Saints quarterback? Because I like to your point, I'm always thinking about that, right?
Spencer Rattler went out, so you got Timu freaking, you got Timu Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball right now. So I mean, that's kind of. That kind of hurts. That kind of hurts.
Either Shaheed gonna get too many looks, or Olave gonna get too many looks, and it's just gonna be lopsided with that offense, because now you have Juwan Johnson at tight end. He really only gets looks in the red zone, so it's like he could be a solid tight end number 2. But like, to your point, if the damn quarterback don't look promising to me, I'm not picking the damn receiver just because of that. If that receiver ain't already great or a top tier receiver, then no, I'm not picking them.
Kamara could get a lot of jump offs, you know.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like how good is Kamara? Like how good is he end up looking too? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
he looked good too. Those first 2 games, like everybody thought New Orleans was gonna be the next coming, and then reality hit them real quick. So
we talked about him last year when he was on his boom and going up there of like, do you trade him if you have him now, since he's an older back? Trade him while he's hot, knowing that there's a very good chance because he's older.
I remember that conversation. And boom, he hit that wall real quick. I think so much was on him. Yeah, it wasn't so much on him, but it definitely that production took a freaking cliffhanger on that one.
Yeah. And it's hard to predict that too, especially with the older players. You can kind of anticipate that, like, okay, you see them have a career high game. You know, it's not going to get to that point again, right? So it's like, okay, at what point in time do I bench him? Do I trade him? Let me see it, because he may still have some value. So it's like, if I can get a younger player who's going to get more looks and more targets, then I can see about making that move, obviously. But listen, I remember at one point in time, like there was no trades happening at all, because everyone was just like, listen, I don't want to get the player up right now, because the minute I do and he go out there and ball out, I'm going to lose my shit, man.
That usually happens like that too. It usually happens like that. You go shift your team up, and the guy is sitting on your bench, you finally tired of his shit, you ship him out, and then he has like a 3-week freaking span of just like 20, 30 points. Like, where the fuck was that at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It is different. It is difficult with these older players, because you never know which one you're going to do. Like, so, as me and Tony, we were in a dynasty draft, so I got a good look at a lot of first, rookies, first, second year players. I got a lot of grief for my drafting of a lot of rookies coming into my couple of my drafts, because they're like, oh, another rookie. I'm like, bro, I did a dynasty draft. All I did was look at rookies and first year players. So I mean, like I took a lot of flyer on a couple of youngsters out there, but I thought people who were being good positions that were either take over the workload or get a lot of opportunities, a lot of passes going their way. It's something that I paid a lot of attention to, especially for somebody young now, because it's a young league. All those 7-7 drills and everything like that. Like these wide receivers come in, it's not like they sit for 2-3 years, and eventually kind of learn the playbook and learn the route tree. They come in ready to hit the ground running now. So There's nothing bad about getting a young wide receiver out there and sliding him in there and putting him a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, and see what he can do.
Yeah.
No,
now,
look at Brian Jones Jr.
Yeah.
What he did.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he was a late round guy in most drafts last year. Go ahead, Mr. Chicago.
Now, I was going to ask a question to you guys. So, speaking of rookies, who's the one rookie that you all are looking at and seeing them have like a breakout year, their rookie season, right? So, who is it that you all pretty much got your eyes on for the most part?
Well, with running backs, I think Omarion Hampton is going to be one of the one of the obvious ones and whatnot. But one of the other running backs that I wouldn't be surprised that towards the end of the season really shows up is Jenkins.
Yeah,
once he gets signed,
I picked him up too. Once he gets signed, because I got grief for picking him up too in one of my drafts. As one of the rookies, I picked him up because there's really not a lot of competition. Nick Chubb's is gone, so you don't have nobody else besides Sampson from North Carolina last year, and Jerome Ford. So he's a big back who's going to, even at the very least, even if he's not still a committee, he's going to get the looks around the goal line, which you absolutely would love to see your guy get those shots at the goal. If he's got 30, 40 yards and 2 touchdowns, you're happy with that. So you're not going to be upset at that at all.
Yeah, Hampton is actually going to be tag teaming with Najee Harris. Back there with the Chargers too. So obviously the Steelers let him go test the market out, and the Chargers end up signing him. So that should be a very interesting running game that the Chargers will have. Obviously my obvious choice would be Ashton Genty with the Raiders. Given the fact that they're going to have a solid enough, if their offensive line is going to be solid enough for him to run behind, then I can see him having a pretty good season. But man, I got to say from the receiver side though, because that's what I'm really leaning towards. I really do think what's the kid from I remember his name.
While you're thinking of that, Mr. Chicago, let me go ahead and play these highlights real quick that I got set up here, the fantasy highlights, and then we got another guest in the back that we'll bring on as well after we hit these highlights. So
gotta go to work.
To go in this second drive for the Lions. Reynolds once again the tailback, and Allen will take a shot down the sideline and in there. It's another touchdown for Isaac.
Good.
Coverage. He was textbook on that play.
Under 20 to go. End zone shot. Tinsley. Come on.
Oh, my God. Wow.
These guys are going to be on this roster.
Daniels tap dancing around and down into the end zone for a touchdown. You're never going to catch me.
Talk about fighting for a spot. These are the opportunities to put something good on tape.
There's a screen to DeMercado, and he's got running room. Inside the 30, DeMercado still going. Inside the 10, it's a touchdown for DeMercado.
Oh, good for you.
That were the young vets that were playing well before on defense.
Here's one.
Nice run.
Nathan Carter to the house.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
Gibson, number 4, back deep. And this ball's coming out. There's your speed depth. There he goes. Oh, there he goes.
It's already a new season.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
This is the Raiders offense that was dead last in rushing a year ago in the NFL. Geno Smith towards the end zone, back shoulder, and he's...
Yes! Oh, yeah! Can you feel that, buddy? Huh?
Second and goal, high snap.
Cook wide open, what a catch!
Damn! Goal from the 7 seconds to go. Bagent will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Walker gets the touchdown.
Got him. We fucking got him.
This kid can really drill the ball.
Holy smokes. They got a shot.
He just kicked a 70-yard field goal. Are you kidding me?
Crazy.
I've never seen that. The NFL record.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I was like, I'm telling you right now, like that's those guys. That some of them rookies are there. Like we was talking about running backs. That Trayvon Henderson is one for me. Like he's someone I think even when Mondre Stevenson's still there, he just looks like he just pops. He just looks like he's moving faster than everybody else on the field now. The running back, he's someone I think would they're going to be to some timeshare, but eventually he's that kid is going to take over because he's just so explosive. When he gets the ball in his hands, he just looks good to me right now. And
and eventually
right now,
he'll just
that 100-yard touchdown put everybody on notice. Like I'd say he got some. If he does that any type of way in the actual NFL or the regular season, you're gonna have some real appeal on both sides of punt kick or kickoff kicks and running back and running the ball. Something out of the backfield that right there that could absolutely save your game if he just rips one. You know what I mean? And just gives you that bonus for a kickoff return. All of a sudden, you don't know what could happen. You up by 10 and you're down losing by 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Well, he would be going from a timeshare to like it's my time now. So
yeah, real quick.
Speaking of my time, let me go ahead and get our fourth guest in the group here. We kept him in the back long enough. Got to save the best for last because he is the champ, allegedly. Allegedly, champ. Let's get Frank the Tank in here.
I like that. Allegedly. I think that is stamp of approval that the champ is here.
It's on the review. It's done the review.
Yeah, it won't be for much longer, Frank. Don't worry about it.
I know. That's what people say all the time. Again.
Yeah.
But,
thanks.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I drafted in 4 leagues. All 4 leagues, I drafted that Jacksonville kicker.
I love it.
I'll tell you what. 70-yard field goals, man.
You must know that Jacksonville gonna be kicking a lot of damn field goals.
Well, you can't lose with that one. They're gonna be kicking a lot of field goals, and give or take, they might be going for a lot of 70-yard field goals now too. That's gonna be some good points.
I don't think that it was preseason now. He wasn't playing against the ones. The ones ain't going to allow him just to make no damn 70-yard field goal. That's not going to happen.
And I do agree with you. They'll probably punt the ball in a real game because it means something. But when you're kicking a 70-yard in preseason, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with him knocking in a 60-yarder during the regular.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So 60-yarders are still getting good fantasy football points as well.
Yeah. I was going to say, if he's kicking 70-yarders on the regular, you might as well cut your punter. Because when are you going to use your punter really at that point?
Yeah.
I mean,
every time I'm at midfield, I'm going for that field goal every single damn time.
Get called Mr. Logo. You start calling your kicker Mr. Logo.
Curry of the NFL right now. Mr. Logo just got drafted.
It'd be Steph Curry from the logo, man. Yeah, so the receiver I was talking about, Crook, was Jaden Higgins. He's going to be, I think he's going to be a solid number 2 receiver for the Texans behind Nico Collins. I think him and CJ Stroud going to be connecting quite a bit. So look out for him, man. I think he's going to be a pretty good rookie. He's going to have a pretty good rookie season.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't take too much away from Nico since he was one of my first picks in my draft.
Nico a dog right there, but I mean, him and Nico are about the same height. They're 2 6'4" receivers. So Stroud is going to eat.
Nico's built like a horse, man. He's just so damn strong.
He's a procedure.
Trying to bring down.
Yeah, man.
That guy, he is, and he's young, if I'm not mistaken, too. What is this, like 3rd year?
Yeah.
So, Nico is third year. That's Michigan boy right there, man.
I see Keith Sperry in the chat already talking. He's been asking me like 300 times to trade Nick Chubb to him right now. Like, it's not going to happen because when I see a running back putting his head through ceilings, I have very confident faith that he is going to be something special because they just lost their other running back too. So Nick Chubb is going to get some He's gonna.
Joe Mixon is back there, so Chubb might be.
Joe Mixon got hurt in the preseason. He's not ready.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's
on IR, but he'll be back. I mean, that's still give him 13 weeks.
Yeah. Chubb ain't an every down back anymore, man.
I know, and he's not gonna be like. I mean, we'll find out. I mean, he's gonna get that crash course very quickly. I don't even think he wanted to actually get a full.
No, he didn't.
This quick into his rehab, man. Like, I feel bad for him a little bit.
Yeah, he's better off coming to Chicago, man, because we had much more of a qualified, running back room that he can definitely run with. But
but I mean, you think about it, him and Mixon, that's a deadly 1-2 punch right there. And unfortunately,
Mixon's a lot stronger than people give credit to, man, for sure.
Can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
See, Keith's definitely still hitting you up on here. He's like, let's talk, Frank. Let's talk.
There's no point in talking. I looked at your lineup. It is shit, dude.
It is, man. I just looked at it, too. So I was like, I know damn well he's going to be talking to me about no damn running backs not being safe. No damn well he don't have nobody to even look forward to.
That's why he's asking about everybody's running backs right now. He's trying to find anybody to trade.
He's looking at Chubb right now, and I have Chubb actually still on my bench. I haven't put him in the starting lineup. I'll probably end up putting him in the starting lineup.
To me, it's like I'm like the $1 million man. Everyone's got a price. So I mean, there's no one that's really untradeable, but the better he is,
it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you.
Right.
No one's trading week 1, Cook. Come on now. No one's tradable right now. The game don't start till tomorrow. We'll see.
Oh, wait.
With
Are you literally saying, Keith, that you're going to trade me Josh Allen for Nick Chubb? Because then we will make that deal right now.
Hold on. I got Burrows and Denver. He's about to give up the whole squad.
Allen's on the board. I got to make a trade offer to him real quick. Hold on.
I would even consider Bowers and one.
I would consider Bowers too. Oh yeah. I consider Bowers.
I would consider Bowers, Allen, and Denver all together as well.
That's what I was asking. Are we doing 3 for 1? We have to get a veto situation going.
Are you literally saying Allen, Bowers, and the Denver defense for Nick Chubb? Because if that's what you're saying right now, I mean,
that's what he's saying.
Deal.
I
think Commish probably is going to veto that trade.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to send a
I don't need Josh Allen. I think Joe Burrow gonna have an MVP year, so I'm good with Burrow. Burrow gonna do just fine. Burrow gonna average about 400 yards a game.
You gotta hope Burrow stays healthy, man.
He will. I'm not worried.
You can't say that when you have one of the worst offensive lines for 5 years straight.
Yeah, but he's used to that. He's used to that.
I mean, he went to a Super Bowl with one of the worst offensive lines.
And Cincinnati is the only team in the NFL that literally didn't change not one damn thing about the team, except for the damn draft picks that they drafted. Like, they're literally the same team from last year. Like, nothing changed other than the rookies.
Keith did not appreciate the trash comment.
You know. Trash.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm looking at it.
Who's got Keith week 1? Who's got Keith week 1? Who's got Keith week 1? That's all I want to know.
I'm not gonna lie, Keith. I haven't even looked at your lineup yet. I'm just talking.
Let's look at that. Who got Keith week 1? Hopefully I did.
Let me see.
Let's see. What was his team name here?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think he's like Saquon These Nuts or something like that. Is that, or maybe that was his old team name?
Keith, what's your team name on here? It's not him. Oh, he's Team Chewy. So he's got Crazy Ace.
Oh, that's him. Okay, yeah, I was just looking.
Okay, Team Chewy.
He's got Jonathan Allen, James Conner, Travis Etienne.
He got Jalen Reed. He can forget about
it. Olave, Brock Bowers.
He got Tillman. Yeah, his receiver.
Got a really good defense with Denver.
Is a bit shaky, man. It's real iffy.
I'll give you one of my running backs for Brock Bowers.
I might even give you Nick Chubb for Brock Bowers. I'm not gonna lie. If you want Chubb for Bowers, I might make that deal. Because I did draft Isaiah.
When we get off, I'm gonna send you a trade. When we get off from there, I'm gonna send you a trade right now. See what's up, brother.
Listen.
He's got a chubby for Chubb.
Mount, if I was you, I'll be trading Allen for Michael Penix, because Penix didn't play any preseason game. And games last year. I don't feel good about Penix coming into this season, man. If I were you, I don't feel good about him at all.
Yeah, it's a long season.
He's got a lot of weapons around him with
a lot of weapons.
whatnot. Bijan, he's got a solid running game. So I mean,
that's the thing,
it
though.
may not all be on him.
Yeah, they good, but they should have. They're much more talented than what their numbers are.
Definitely.
But they haven't put up the numbers, especially Cal Pitts. Cal Pitts should be one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. He should be killing everybody.
Yeah, you don't know what the heck that guy. We got to make sure he didn't get body snatched coming out of college because that kid never showed up. He never did.
Curious pace of Benjamin there, but like Kyle Pitts there because of how good he looked in college and how much potential he had. And year in,
they thought he was a unicorn. Thought he was a straight unicorn coming out of college, and he came out. Like I said, we got to make sure he didn't get like the body snatcher, like the facilities like that, the faculty. Get traded out. You got like alien body, and they don't know how to play football because that kid did not show back up after he got drafted. He stayed in college somehow.
Drake London too. Drake London he'll give you 100 yards, 2 touchdowns one game, but then give you about 3 catches for like 20 yards the next game. It's like Drake coming out of USC. He was a top notch.
It's hard though. Like. I mean, by the time that wraparound started coming, all these damn quarterbacks were coming off the board quick as fuck in our draft. Like everybody was snatching QBs. I got Penix that I better get somebody now. I was like, that's all that was left. It was slim pickies when I picked, and I didn't want Penix, but I didn't have a lot of choice.
Yeah, now I am a little skeptical about my backup quarterback because I wanted Caleb, but somebody got Caleb. I say, God damn it. I wanted Caleb to be my backup, but I got Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has some good games here and there, but now he has Travis Hunter. Now, I do think that's going to work out in his favor with him and Brian Thomas being his receivers out there. So I could see him going off a few games here and there. Hopefully, it'll be the games that I need him to go off of when Joe Burrow is like on a bye week or something like that, or the matchup just don't look right. Then I can see if Trevor Lawrence can actually capitalize on his opportunities. But, yeah, he's too inconsistent, man.
Well,
I don't feel good.
As crazy as it sounds, Chicago, you say him. I kind of wanted Justin Fields as my backup because he's going to give you good fantasy numbers.
Well, I don't know about that.
He was, I think, top 5 until they pulled
for 4 games
until they pulled him out of the Jets.
Yeah.
Out of the Steelers thing. He was one of the
that wasn't because of his passing. That was because of his run.
Fantasy quarterback as well. Yeah. Fantasy football numbers. I'm not saying anything other than that. I'm saying fantasy football numbers. He put up very good fantasy numbers.
Yeah, for 4 games.
Well, I mean, between you and me, I don't think he deserved to be pulled. He was doing pretty good in Pittsburgh, in my opinion.
Yeah, like 4-2 at the time. 4-2.
It's not like he was playing bad in Pittsburgh, but I know
Russell played better.
Keith is going to remind everybody of this, and I agree with Keith. He just still has a bad case of fumbleitis. Like he needs to hold on to the damn ball because in the fourth quarter he fumbles the ball too much, and that ultimately is his killer.
Yeah,
but he puts up good fantasy football numbers. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's more the reason why I have the Jets as my backup defense because it's going to be a lot of 3-and-outs with that offense for sure. And Aaron Glenn is going to have that defense right. So that defense with Quentin Williams and Mosley and all those other guys, like that defense is still solid, at the end of the day. But they're going to be on the field quite a bit.
Yeah, and like when it came to defenses, I wasn't quite thinking. I just kind of picked them because I was like, ooh, that's a good team. And they had a really good defense last year in the Minnesota Vikings. But then I'm like, shit, we played the Bears week 1.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
it's like that is the evil of fantasy, man. Because you want to root for your team, but you don't want your team to fuck your fantasy team up too much. You're rooting for people that you're playing against. You're like someone in Minnesota, like you got JJ on Minnesota. You're like, you want him to go off, but you want the rest of the team to suck ass. You want no one else to do nothing else. But you want him to go for 2 touchdowns and like 150. But everybody else don't like goddamn team.
That is the hardest thing, man, because it's like when you got your fantasy team going to get your actual team, like the players you got that's getting high numbers, you like shit.
I got Aaron.
They don't control how many catches or how many passes they get. So
you're cheering. You're like, yeah, fuck.
I got Aaron Jones going on Monday.
Yeah,
Frank,
no,
I noticed you're not starting Aaron Jones.
No, he's on my
week.
flex. He's on my flex.
Oh, he's on your flex? Oh, okay.
He's on my flex.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide if I want him to be on my flex or if I'm going to put in Chubb or if I want to see at least one game out of Chubb before I.
I'm kind of nervous now what I said on the show last night about Aaron Jones. And I know Ahmad's going to tell
get a lot of touches, though, man.
I know Ahmad said he's going to tell him what I said. And I'm like, damn it, I'm standing 10 toes down. He ain't getting past Grady Jarrett. That's what the hell I'm standing on. But I am a little skeptical with how he comes out of the backfield catching passes too, because he is a dual threat. He's been a dual threat in our ass for quite some time now, even when he was with Green Bay. So
let me ask you guys this. Let me go around the panel here real quick. Kind of Frank gave me an idea here. So you can look at your squad here and let us know who is in your flex. Who are you flexing? Who are you debating on in that?
I don't even know.
So, Frank, you said you were kind of thinking between Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, and who else maybe?
And no, it's just those two, in my opinion.
Okay.
Those are the only ones I'm deciding with right now, and it's mainly because my heart does not want to play Aaron Jones, but
right.
when it's all said and done, JJ McCarthy is shit without a running back. So, I mean, he's going to get a lot of touches. Whether he splits the backfield or not, he's going to get a lot of touches. And I guarantee you he probably will get their only touchdown. So that's why I'm probably going to stick with Aaron Jones in my flex. But I do want to see a game with Chubb on my bench just to see what he does because, I mean, this is his first game back in a while.
Yeah.
And who does Houston have week 1? Do they have a good matchup at least, or is it?
I think Houston has
their matchup.
The Rams, which the Rams don't have Aaron Donald anymore.
I mean,
but they still got a good defense. They had
a good run-stopping defense, but the Bears, I feel like we'll know if the Bears have a better run-stopping defense. I don't think they can get worse because you got Billings back, like Chicago. You brought up Jared switching in there as well. Dexter gained a lot of pounds in his freaking biceps this offseason.
Yeah, he did.
Looking very strong. So I'm confident. And especially with our coach, who's not an idiot, mainly our defensive coordinator, who's not an idiot. He'll have our linebackers in the right places as well.
Yeah.
So, but I still think Aaron Jones is going to have to get at least 20, 25 touches for the Minnesota Vikings.
And he is a bear killer too. So
he always has been, but that was when he was.
Don't remind me,
man. I know. Now from the Bay.
Yeah.
Now from the Bay, who do you have in your flex squad, and who are you debating between in that flex squad?
I don't know. Can you tell me who's in my flex right now? I don't got it in front of me right now. Can you look it up my team real quick?
Let me see.
Pull your team up.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
You have Zay Flowers as your
Zay Flowers.
I had him last year.
Flowers,
he's a
Jordan Mason,
man.
Hollywood Brown.
He's very streaky though. Yeah.
It's just not a good route runner. That's the problem.
But he got speed on him. He burns in secondary.
What killed me, because I had him last year too. What killed me is that he'd get like 8 catches but no touchdowns. That's what killed me.
I will say this because he was on my team last year and I watched a lot of those games. Lamar Jackson did miss him a lot of times wide open in the end zone. I saw at least 5 or 6 times that he just did not see him in the end zone. But Zay Flower cuts off of his routes way too often. He is fast and he is explosive. If you get the ball in his hand, he's going to do some special things. But he's got to.
For me, I guess got to look up matchups. Like Jordan Mason intrigues me because I think eventually he's going to take over that number 1 from Aaron Jones anyway. I think Aaron Jones has that potential out of the backfield, but Jordan Mason showed last year when everybody in the Niners backfield all went down. Like he could definitely be a stud, and he could be a stud in this league.
They're going to get
the Niners offensive line. I mean, shit. Anybody back there was running. No, it wasn't horrible because everybody y'all had played was actually getting 100-yard games. I'm just like, what the hell?
But they would get hurt. They were getting hurt. Quarter number three, they were all going down, dropping like flies.
Yeah,
I think Minnesota's offensive line is a lot better than the Niners' offensive line. So I mean, for me, that flex is always going to be like a matchup option for me. You know what I mean? Like who's playing that week? What's going on? What defense are they playing? That kind of just feel, that's something that I always look at before I decide to play any kind of flex.
Yeah.
All right. We got a few questions coming in, but Miss Chicago, let's get to your flex debate option before we hit some of these chat questions.
I'm actually feeling confident in Najee Harris behind that offensive line with Joe Alt and the Chargers. I think him and Hampton is going to be a pretty good dual threat back there. So I'm interested in seeing how Harbaugh is going to play him. So whoever, we all know how Harbaugh coaches, right? So whoever has a hot hand is going to get the most consistent carry. So I'm hoping that Najee, has a pretty good game. They're actually going up against they're going against KC Friday. So KC defense with Spagnola, I don't know, man. Maybe in that red zone, he'll be getting more touches there. But when you got Chris Jones, who's, man, he a problem for real.
Like I said, matchups.
Chris Jones, I feel like it's not even human. I don't think he's human. I think him and Myles Garrett, they ought to be peeing in the cup every week, man, because I don't think they're human beings, man. I really don't.
Well, let's hit up this chat. We're getting some questions coming in here. So we'll start again with you, Frank. Who do you think between Cedric Tillman or Ollie Gordon in the flex?
You wouldn't have to have neither of them if you make that trade for me right now. For just saying,
now you got to tempt him now.
You can have Nick Chubb in that position right now if you're going to throw Bowers in there for me. Not gonna lie.
Selling, always selling.
Just saying, but between those two, considering the matchups, I don't think you're going to be able to pass on Tillman right now. He's gonna get you more of he's gonna get the more touches. I feel like.
Yeah. Ain't Tillman a slot receiver?
Yeah.
Tillman is in the slot. Yeah, I would take my chances on Tillman.
Yeah, but especially with Joe Flacco, our quarterback, he's someone that could pop off the top and get the ball.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something you got to look at too. Ollie Gordon he still has A-Chain, in front of him, so that's something that you got to think about.
And you really don't know what Cleveland's offense is going to do. And I mean, with Flacco at the helm right now, he's not going to be hitting those deep balls week one, man. He's going to be hitting those quick, speedy slant receivers, and that's why.
And then health-wise, you don't know how long he's going to stay healthy too, because he's an older guy, man. He's beat up too every so often.
And they have like 30 quarterbacks, so
I mean, don't get me started with that.
All right, guys, we got another question coming in from Rome, the host here. He said, I need to start a receiver and a flex. I have Pittman, Josh Downs,
it's tough.
Crosby, Marvin Mims, Adam Thielen, Rashad Bateman.
You know what? I will say this. Adam Thielen will be a surprise week one, I feel like, because we talked about this on our show on Tuesday, because with them losing Addison, that hurts, and that hurts bad. All right. Yeah. They're going to put double coverage on Jefferson. You might see Josh Thielen get 10 to 15 targets in this game. Like, I mean, I don't see this lasting the whole season, but early on, Thielen's going to be a tough one to stop until Addison comes back.
Honestly,
out with the Bears.
Yeah, I don't see Thielen getting that many touches, because you got to think about that many targets, because TJ Hawkinson is going to get the second most, if not the most, targets because of the double coverage with JJ. But
JJ throws the tight ends a lot, as we know.
Now, for me, between Pittman and I like Marvin Mims, man. He's a young talent, deep threat. For Denver, last year he showed up big time in some of those critical games for Bo Nix down the field. And so,
who's Denver playing though?
Who is Denver?
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
They got Cam Ward. I think they got the Titans.
Tennessee. Yeah.
The Titans defense don't worry me as much. Now, I like Cam Ward.
They got a smart coach who prevents deep balls. Like he likes to play that deep safety setup.
Isn't he the coach from what was he from the Cardinals? I think he was. What he the coordinator from the Cardinals, or I forgot his name. The coach for the Titans now.
Brian Callahan.
I got Pittman on my bench too, and I just don't know what I'm going to do with all the solid receivers that Indy has. They don't have a number one, but they got a lot of number twos.
I am not taking any damn risk with Michael Pittman, with Daniel Jones being the damn quarterback. You can fucking forget it. No, you dare start him. You're going to be sadly mistaken if you make that mistake.
Well, here's the thing here. So it looks like, I mean, he's got 2 players on the same team in Downs and Pittman. So
Yeah, that's a rough one right
Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
smart.
I mean,
That's not smart at all. Usually,
two people on the
Well-
same team without a quarterback. Like, that's rough.
2 receivers at that. Like, no, that's not smart.
and it's one of those where like Downs is a guy that could maybe get you like 3 catches, but he'll get you the long touchdowns to where Pittman will get like a shit ton of catches.
Daniel
and
Jones
will
can't throw
maybe
it
get
long,
yards.
though, man. That's why I would take Pittman over Downs.
Yeah, I mean, but it's hard to tell who's the number 1 receiver for the Colts because
They don't have a number.
it's based on whoever gets the most targets that day, right? So it's
You're
like
gonna have a different number.
kind of up for grabs for that. Yeah, I would say so too. Yeah, Pittman over Down, but I'm gonna
For
start
this
Pittman.
week, I'm thinking Pittman and Thielen. Like Frank, I'm with Frank on that one. I think that's the best ones.
I like that. I like that Krosky. That Krosky right there. I think he's gonna. Like I said, I wanted to pick him up in the draft. I think he's gonna take over the Commanders number 1 pretty quickly. There's no one else there. I mean, Austin Eckler is slated to be the number 1, but that kid's gonna take over pretty quickly.
Yeah. Now with Mims is going to be the number 2 receiver after Cortland Sutherland. So I mean, yeah, I think Mims will be a sneaky, underrated, under the radar kind of week 1 flex for sure.
Yeah, and I do agree with what he was saying with Krosky as well. I may not be starting Krosky week 1, but the second half of the season, I think he is gonna make his mark.
Yeah.
So speaking of one of our last questions coming in here from Cruz Garcia is talking about Krosky. Would you trade Chris Olave for Krosky straight up half PPR league? They're not starters. They would be on your bench, but I mean, that's very, very intriguing. Depending on what
that's a potential pick. That's a definitely good potential pick like for the last the second half of the season because Chris Olave might be done week 5. Chris Olave might be out week 5. So.
Cruz, if you're stacked enough to get you through week 4 and 5 and everything like that, and still get at least some W's, I think in the long run that is a very good trade. Because the big question is, and it's always been the question, is Olave can't get through a whole season without getting hurt either.
And that's the only caveat to this trade that I would say would be the reason why Krosky would be a good trade. Because talent-wise, Olave is a better receiver than Crockett is at his position. But I just think with who they got is Rattler as a quarterback. Again, I can't get past that. I don't know. He might be the reason why Olave gets hurt. Shit.
Exactly.
Getting the car retired. Yeah. Who is their quarterback again? Did you say?
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. I'm taking that trade. I'm doing the trade. I'm taking that trade. I'm shipping it right now. I'm shipping it. I'll take the trade.
Yeah, he was the backup quarterback at Oklahoma behind Caleb.
Yeah. And Keith, I mean, that's a big question with DJ Moore right now because I mean we didn't see it at all in preseason, so I mean I'm sure they kept that in their pockets and everything like that.
DJ hearing about it in camp though, where he's taking.
I hope so because I picked DJ to be one of my squads was the 3 wide receiver in the league, and I picked him up to I'm hoping he has that steps up with Caleb, takes another leap up, and DJ takes it with him.
I got high hopes and high expectations for DJ Moore because I picked him in a few of my leagues too. So I think DJ gonna have an explosive year. I think so.
I hope so because we got. I mean, a lot of people drafted Luther Burden too. Like a lot of my leagues, people drafted Luther.
Now that's a tougher one too because it's like he's like number 3 or 4. So you don't know when he's gonna get the targets that you want him to get you.
I think he's going to be more of a safer target next season. I didn't know the draft on this one because I mean you drafting Luther Burden thing makes you think it's not going to affect DJ Moore. It's going to affect that you think Rome Odunze is not going to be
or the Gears
or the tight end.
He might take some Zacchaeus targets away. So yeah.
But I mean,
another question coming in.
We might run a bunch of 5s. So
it all depends on how dynamic that offense can be and how fast Caleb can grasp the offense and whatnot. But we have another question coming in here. A few more in the flex. The Golden Showers or Trey Henderson, or in the tight ends, Tucker Kraft or Andrews.
So I'm going Andrews.
Henderson and Kraft.
And this is the thing in that type of opinion, Mark Andrews cannot. I wanted to draft Mark Andrews in one of my leagues last year because I had Lamar Jackson, And I was so mad I didn't get the pick, and it worked out for me because he had the worst year I've ever seen out of him. But he can't have that same year, man.
No, listen, I think part of the reason why he had such a down year is because Likely stepped up big time and was getting a lot of those targets that Mark Andrews essentially would get. But Mark Andrews was still a red zone threat. So he was still getting a lot of those targets in the red zone.
He still didn't get those touchdowns like he did, though.
Mark Andrews over Tucker Kraft. I don't see Kraft having the year that he had a couple of years ago because he ain't done shit since then.
Let me flip the script on you though. Mark Andrews or Isaiah Likely?
Now that's a tough.
I have Isaiah Likely on my.
I would say Likely. Right now, I'm saying Likely. Yeah, I would.
Lamar likes.
I actually have Mark Andrews on one of my teams too. So I'm hoping that he actually, he bounced back from last year. But Henderson over Golden.
It's going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting.
That's a good question. Golden or Henderson? I don't think Golden going. Well, I think Golden's a good receiver, but
Golden's a big question mark.
Listen. This is their first damn receiver in 20 damn years they drafted in the first round. You think he gonna be just this damn Randy Moss guy all of a sudden? It ain't gonna happen.
Who's the quarterback?
Jordan Love. Forget about it. Knock it off. He'll get some targets, but he's going to be sharing that ball with Reed.
He's going to be underthrowing him a million times too and getting interceptions.
Yeah, so he got to share the ball with Reed, with Dobbs. So I forget the other guy, but they don't even really have a number one receiver like that either. So everybody gets equally first.
Number one.
Yeah, but Christian Watson's already hurt.
I was just going to say
Christian's already hurt.
Oh yeah.
Romeo Dobbs was a guardian cap because of concussions himself.
Yeah.
And Jalen Reed likes to disappear, for games at a point. So I think Golden's actually going to have just by the fact that they might not have any bodies left over. They got a bunch of B- and B+ wide receivers, and he might just get the A+ just because there ain't no one else to throw to. You know what I mean? So
to your point, he just might get the most targets. Yeah, for sure.
I'm hoping Dobbs is going to actually.
He's following up here. Would you trade Golden for Ricky Pearsall?
I like the upside of Ricky. I think that obviously I've been.
If this is just for this season, I would do that. But if it's like a dynasty league, I'll keep Golden.
I like it just because Brandon Ayuk's going to be gone for the first 6 weeks. I mean, you got basically it's going to be Ricky Pearsall and Jennings and Kittles. So I mean, I do like it. I think he's going to get a lot of targets himself, even with Kittles and CMC and everything else out there. He's already a clear cut number one just because Brandon Ayuk's not going to be around for the first 6 weeks of the year. So the first month and a half, he's going to be the number one no matter what.
Yeah, Ricky's definitely going to get a lot of targets because Brandon Ayuk is out. But I mean, the one thing that I know about Kyle Shanahan, I was like, when I saw y'all get this damn running back, when y'all got Brian Robinson Jr. from the damn Washington, I said, God damn. Boy, Kyle Shanahan don't miss, man. He got Christian McCaffrey back. Now he got Brian Robinson too. I said, damn, man.
Hey, I'm sorry.
He just do not miss.
You got partial of Christian McCaffrey back. We'll see how long you last.
No, listen, CMC, he's still one of them now. I'm not gonna even say
it's not the fact of if he's one of them, is if his knee is gonna be one of them.
Well, he's not gonna have to. He gonna have so much wear and tear on him because him and Brian Robinson are going to be sharing the load over there. So, and then the third.
That's what I'm interested in more because the last few years, Kyle Shanahan, and he's kind of overused CMC, especially last year. I thought he overused him right away.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's one thing that a lot of Niner fan base was, just screaming for him, especially when we had Jordan Mason, is use both of them together. So I'm interested if he actually learned from his mistakes, and that's why he went and got Brian Robinson, and brought him over. That he'll do some of the two back. Different things that you remember in Atlanta, he had, a couple two backs that did pretty good. He had Coleman, and I can't remember what the other one was, but he's shown the ability to use two backs and have two running backs go and take over his offense. So I'm interested to see if that actually happens because he can't put CMC out there for 300 touches like that, rushing 3 times, and expect him to go 17 games and run through the playoffs too.
Yeah.
I think he'll. Because of those 2 Achilles last year, the Achilles and whatever the calf, whatever he had.
Yeah.
Hopefully that he kind of learned from his mistakes.
Do y'all still have what's the other running back name? Gerondo or something like that?
Correndo? No,
Correndo.
it's Isaac Correndo, but he's another one that I like that can stay healthy. You know, he'd go rip off an 80-yarder and then pull a hammy. You know what I mean? Like, so like,
yeah.
So let's get this last question in here before we end the show here. Going over the hour mark here. So PPR, Cooper Kupp or Josh
Cooper
Downs.
Kupp for sure. Cooper Kupp got paid big money in Seattle. He getting that damn ball.
This is the thing. Like, and I agree 100% with you, Chicago. I'm taking Cooper Kupp over Downs as well, because Downs, I just don't think he has the quarterback to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, and I really don't.
Yeah, true.
Like,
I believe the same thing.
He might get his points on the screen game or something like that, because that's really the only way he's going to be getting his points.
Cooper Kupp is one of the slot kings, man. He's going to get out there in that slot, and he's going to definitely be getting a lot of damn touches, a lot of looks from Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's going to be depending on him quite a bit with Seattle, for sure. And I don't expect Sam Darnold to be Sam Darnold from last year. That's not going to happen ever a damn again.
No, I mean, because
I could hope so, because I can't stand Seattle. So I want them to hell with those guys. Everybody's picking them to be that be them again. They can go suck it.
Yeah, Sam Darnold needs an excellent route runner, and that's why they went out and paid Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
I mean, that perfectly set route guy where he's going to be hitting them on those 5-6 yarders. Like, Cooper Kupp will be averaging at least 10 catches a game on average.
As long as he stays healthy.
That's the big question mark. He is up there in age. He's got to stay healthy.
Now, they still have Jackson Smith and Jigma, too. So, I mean, he's still a deep threat down the field as well. But it opens up opportunities for Cooper Kupp, too, though.
Just makes you think how much Cooper Kupp has left, because
Seattle,
LA didn't want to pay him. I mean, you're going to think about that. How much does Cooper Kupp have left? Because LA shipped him out for Devontae Adams and paid exactly what Devontae Adams what they could have paid Cooper Kupp. So LA sees him every day. So it makes you think, what do we do not know about Cooper Kupp? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we don't know much about Devontae either now, especially given that Stanford still got that back injury.
It's just interesting to me that how much that they would have paid Cooper Kupp, that they paid Devontae was exactly the same money. And they decided to get rid of him for Devontae. So that's one thing that was a little eye raiser for me when it came to Cooper Kupp. That, I mean, he's been there. He was a Triple Crown winner for wide receivers and everything not too long ago. And they let him go pretty quickly for Devontae, who's pretty much the same age for almost the exact same money.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, like I said, guys, we should go ahead and end the show. Like I said, we wish I could just turn on the game right now and get to it, but we're less than
time, Frank. This is that time, my brothers. That time.
What a great time to be alive, man. Football is back in effect, man. I cannot wait to just watch some tomorrow.
It does feel like Christmas morning where you just can't wait for the next day to get here, so you can just rip into that.
It's like that. Like you want to go to bed right now, so you can wake up what could be tomorrow. You want to go to bed right now.
I don't know if you guys did this for your wives, but what I did was I actually typed up an actual letter with the Chicago Bears letterhead stating that, hey, it's official
agreement.
More specifically, it is Bears football season. Listen, my husband and fatherly duties will still be done before the game and after the game, but not during the damn game.
During the game. Exactly.
I'm going to need you to hand me a hard copy.
6 days where I will help you do whatever you want. But
listen, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays do not bother me. Don't ask me to do nothing. If you hear me yelling, screaming, and cussing at the screen, don't mind me. I'm downstairs in the man cave, minding my own business. If you see that my water or my drink is getting low, bring me something more to drink. Bring me some more food down. But then leave me be. My children too. Don't come down here bothering me unless you're coming down here to watch the game with me.
Don't daddy me nothing. Don't daddy me nothing. The house on fire, daddy, I don't care. Wait till the game is over.
And it is a requirement in my household that when Sunday or Thursday or Monday get here and Bears are playing, you are to be wearing your damn Bears paraphernalia. And if you don't have any, one T-shirt or a jersey will be issued to you.
Will be issued. I like that.
I'm gonna send y'all the letter that I typed up. I want y'all to give me y'all thoughts about it. It's hilarious.
I need that for my wife. I just gotta switch your name in place of my name and whatnot. And
I even signed it. I signed at the bottom of it and everything. So I gave it to my wife. Hey,
Put that on the refrigerator all season long.
Yes. Leave me
My
alone.
wife loves football season because of the fact that she can tell me whatever that she wants and get me to agree on it because I'm not fucking listening to her. I'm watching the game.
Yeah.
She pulls that stuff on me all the time.
Right. Oh yeah.
So you say, where did we get this dog? What do you have to get this new dog? Where did this dog come from?
Right. Next thing you know, that credit card bill.
I didn't agree to babysit the kids. What?
Wait, what? I gotta take my daughter to swimming lessons now. No. Wait till his last quarter, then we can leave. I need one more quarter. That's it. Just leave me alone.
Well, guys, like I said, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Everyone that checked us out, we do appreciate you. Please, you do us a solid, hit that thumbs up, share the link to your other fantasy friends and whatnot. Help us grow. The more people in the clubhouse, the better, the funner it is. We're trying to get to 1,400 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could just, like I said, do us a solid and help like and share us, and that'll help do your part to help us get there. And we'll be in debt to you for sure. So, but Frank, thank you for jumping on here and getting on. I'll get that belt to you here soon, very, very soon. Here, I'll get that belt to you.
That belt is going right underneath that damn Bears sign.
See, my other belt got to me. My other belt got to me. Wait, I ordered it myself. That's why.
You don't even need it. So, Frank, any final thoughts for the good people here before we let you go?
Yeah, fantasy thoughts to all the people who keep talking in the chat. Keith Sperry, saying my team is garbage because last year they said my team was garbage as well. And who took home the belt? Yeah, that would be me. Well, I didn't take home.
I don't want to talk about that shit right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that. We got Jay Grizz in here. Jay Grizz, thanks for checking us out. Mel from the Bay, do you have any final words for the guests before we sign off?
It's good to be with you guys. I mean, appreciate the Chicago Clubhouse and everything that we do. Have me and Commish, have a platform to do this. What we do this every week. So it's good to see you guys, and I hear the names, but I never get to see the faces. So it's good to actually see those faces up there. So
appreciate it,
it's good to have you guys. Good to have y'all.
Yeah,
it's good to be Mr. Chicago. Any final words or thoughts, fantasy thoughts before we sign off?
Yeah, man. Best of luck to everyone, especially me. Definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing week 1 reactions in fantasy next week to see what everybody's thinking, what everybody's thoughts are about their teams, who they're looking to trade for, pick up in waivers, the whole little thingamajig. So this is going to be an interesting week 1, man, for sure, like all week 1s around the league. But yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to next week and seeing what everyone's reaction is. Chicago against the world, man, but more specifically, let's go, goddammit, Bears, bear the hell down, man. Let's go. Monday can't get here soon enough.
The only thing that stinks is I got to watch football on Sunday, not knowing that the Bears are not going to play.
I hate that. They could have gave us.
The only thing I hate about playing on Monday is just like
they could have waited to give us that Monday night game later on, man.
Yeah,
I'm too anxious right now. Like I'm just so like, I want this to be on.
I requested Tuesday off to make sure I can get nice and saucy for the Monday night game.
I love it.
Listen. I'm telling y'all right now, we win that game.
I know myself.
Yeah, we win this game Monday. I'm gonna have a real nice treat for everybody for my Bears recap video. That's for damn sure.
Well, hell yeah. But join us for the pregame show. We will be doing the pregame show 2 hours before kickoff here at the Chicago Clubhouse Network. So check us out there on YouTube and on Facebook. And like I said, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining us. Question came in late about Tyrone Tracy. I like him. I think he'll be solid, but he's got that scat man, Scatabo. That's just
you just don't know yet. You got to give him
linger.
Decision.
Just So
I'd say wait till week 5 before you try to consistently make a decision on him. You just
it's too up in the air right now. It's too early.
Keep him on your bench and maybe start working him into the flex after week 4 or 5.
Yeah,
maybe earlier. It depends. See what he does on the bench. That's what I'm doing with Chubb. I just don't know yet.
Yeah.
There you go. For more advice like that, guys, come back every Wednesday night for our fantasy show, 8 Central. So, and like I said, once again, thank you guys. Be safe, be good. But if you can't be good, damn it, at least be good at it.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Or just be bad.
Keith, I got you, brother. Send you something right now.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
What's up, fellas? Sure. Good show, man.
Chicago.
And now it's all over.
It's that time. Like I said, bro, I'm about to go to bed right now.